All right, we back, we back. Let's start this over. Take two. One in the chat if y'all can hear me. Anyway, one in the chat if y'all can hear me. That's what I'm talking about. Check it. We're gonna start this thing over. So first off, let me send my condolences, my thoughts and prayers to the people in Colorado Springs, uh, the victims of the Q nightclub shooting that happened uh, the other night. I guess it was Saturday evening into early Friday morning. Something like that should never happen. You know what I mean? Um, 5 people lost their lives, multiple injured, and something that should have never happened. What's up, Dominic? Say, crazed lunatic walked in there with an AR and start shooting. Now, although this is a tragic, tragic event that should have never happened, this seems like a TreadStone event all the way around. Like I was saying before we were interrupted before, why do these things always happen during election season? Why do these things always happen during election season, right? It always happens around between midterms and the presidential elections. All the time, right? All the time. It's sad, you know. This hits all the hot bullet points, right? This hits all the hot points that they wanted to hit, right? You know what I mean? Think about it. This is everything that they wanted to hit. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. White male, AR-15, um, Rainbow nightclub, hate crime. That's the motive that they're ascribing. We don't know the motive yet. And the reason why I say that's the motive that they're ascribing is because Joe Nicholslick came up with a memo and basically described it as such, right? Nobody knows the motive yet. You also know that they started to politicize it, saying that we need to get rid of the dreaded AR-15 and all assault weapons, right? When in reality, we know they want to get rid of all guns, period, full stop. They want to follow the steps of Canada. Canada got rid of everything. You can't have a handgun in Canada. Remember when Joe Nicholslick tried to call 9mm high velocity that could the lung the ball. All the while, all the while advocated for shotguns. Get yourself a shotgun. Remember that? Last I checked, I think a shotgun slug got the potential to knock your fucking rib cage out your back. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think the most deadliest gun, in my opinion, that an average civilian can get their hands on is a fucking shotgun. Shotgun is the fucking one-hitter quitter of the fucking gun world. I mean, with the exception of like, a 308 or some shit like that, some long distance gun. Close quarters though, shotgun is fucking one-hitter quitter with a slug or a buck. But I digress. They want to go after the dreaded AR-15 and these assault weapons, right? Even though the term assault weapon is just ridiculous because, I mean, I can fucking hit you in the head with my fucking iPhone and that shit be an assault weapon at that point, right? I could fucking take the fucking stem off these glasses and try to stab you with it. At that point, it's a fucking assault weapon, right? Shit is crazy, bro. Never mind, you know, the violent gun crime here in Baltimore, Chicago, and places like that, right? Where majority of the gun crime is committed with handguns. I know I'm driving a fucking 14,000-pound assault vehicle right now. But this shit always happens during these election seasons, these cycles. They never let a good crisis go to waste. They tell you that. And what I tell you guys, I told you guys, this is what, Jay, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Was it about 2 weeks ago, Jay, that I said that shit? I said that as midterms come around going into these, the campaign for president, these fucking events was going to start to happen more and more and more, right? Boom, here we go. Not even 2 weeks after the first one, which wasn't sexy enough because it was a black guy and I think he had a shotgun or a handgun or some shit like that. That shit fucking went away quick. Remember that shit? You probably don't because that's how fast it fucking disappeared out of the fucking listening. I appreciate you, Steph. Well, okay, well, okay, I need to get that shit on my soundbite, nigga. I don't miss. But this is the thing, right? It's sad and it's tragic that you can see the patterns, right? You can see those patterns. They're constantly showing you their patterns. They're constantly telegraphing their punches. Like I said before, I say, yo, if you playing football, right, and you got Marshawn Lynch on your team, and that nigga getting 10 yards of carry every time you hand on the ball, you gonna keep giving that nigga the ball. He marching you downfield. You just gonna be like, fucking stop him. Y'all can't stop him. I'm gonna just keep giving him the ball. That's what they do. They'll run a play if you can tell you they want to play over and over and over again and just tell you to fucking stop it. All right? Let's get those likes up, guys. Let's get those likes up. If you're new, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon. It's supposed to let you know when I got new content coming out, but YouTube ain't been doing that. Please share the stream, let people know we live. If you're here and you're catching a replay, leave a comment. The question of the day is, now that DonnyT has been reinstated on Twitter, do you think he's going to start using his Twitter? Now that DonnyT's been reinstated on Twitter, do you think he's going to start using his Twitter? I'd love to know what you guys think about that. All right? Anyway. This just seemed like a TreadStone event to me, y'all. Seemed like a TreadStone event to me. I guess we'll know more as the day goes on. We know that now that this shit is like, it has all of the aspects that they're looking for when it comes to these type of things. You know what I mean? It hits on all the hot topics with this shooting. They'll talk about this a whole lot more. This will be news for the week, right? But speaking of DonnyT, so Elon Musk decided to reinstate DonnyT's Twitter, right? Take a second and go on that. Man, I still think that was an op to yo stuff. It was like, fuck him. Because you remember that year? That's when he was going on those, he'd go to the press conferences and just be like, I'm just here so I don't get fired. Or fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined. They didn't want him to be the hero of the Super Bowl, bro. And it cost the Seahawks. Anyway. Elon Musk reinstates DonnyT's Twitter. Rightfully so, right? Because now we know that DonnyT is now running for president of these United States for a third time, right? His opponents are all on Twitter, so it would only be right to make sure that DonnyT was on Twitter as well, right? Jay said he called every Sugar Bowl since 2000. Y'all better get up with Jay, yo. Jay might make y'all some money. Anyway. But all his opponents will be on Twitter, right? Now, I know DonnyT has Truth Social, and he's trying to Truth Social as much as he can. In my opinion, DonnyT would be a fool to not use his Twitter platform. Now, I get it, right? Most of his Truth Social shit will end up on Twitter, right? But as a user of Twitter and Truth Social, I hardly ever check my Truth Social. I hardly ever use my Truth Social, right? Because it's not as utilized as Twitter is, right? I could migrate or merge or have some kind of deal with Twitter where Truth Social users can post to Truth Social and Twitter at the same time, kind of like how Twitch does, right? You know, that'd be dope. That way he can use his Truth Social. He got to deal with Elon and Twitter. Every time I post on Truth Social, my Truth Social post goes to Twitter, right? Why not? However, I think eventually DonnyT is going to have to start using Twitter simply because that's where a lot of his base is now, right? Because if you on Truth Social, he just preached into an echo chamber, right? He just preached into an ideological bubble, right? You can't. The people that's on Truth Social aren't the people that you need to convince. Steph say Trump gonna get on. I believe it. But the people on Truth Social, people on Parler, people on Getter, they're the people that you don't gotta convince, right? It's the people on like Twitter, right? Facebook. So like those are the people that you gotta convince to vote, right? Those are the people that you gotta get on your side. So I think that DonnyT, I think he's gonna have to start using Twitter. I think he will out of necessity, not because he wants to, but because he's gonna have to, in order to make sure that his message is getting across, right? To make sure his message is getting across to uh, potential voters, right? I'm sorry I can't see y'all chats or read them too. I'm driving down the highway right now at like 70 miles an hour, so it's kind of tough for me to, you know, do all that right now. And I got a 25-foot trail on my back, low boy. But one thing I will say is this shit though. One thing I will say is this: Don Lemon and fucking Rachel Maddow and what's the bitch on NBA? What's the Joy Reid? They all better fucking get on their knees and thank the Lord for DonnyT announcing his run for president. They better thank the Lord for Elon Musk reinstating DonnyT on Twitter, because their jobs was going by the wayside. They were on their way out. A lot of people was on their way out because ratings is dropping, right? People ain't watching their shows like that, right? Shit, election night coverage, Steven Crowder got like, I think he had 300,000 people watching him. What up, Brody? 300,000 people watching Steven Crowder on election night. You know, even though the Hoteps, we had the greatest election coverage, period, full stop, bar none. DonnyT he's a lightning rod, man. Right? You know, I wonder who he's going to get to run with him. Now, some rumors that Kerry Lake was at Mar-a-Lago. There was some rumors that Kerry Lake was in Mar-a-Lago, right? Yeah, 300. Yo, he had 300,000 watchers off of YouTube, bro. Nobody was like this was on Rumble, so you know what I mean. Speaking of that Rumble, if y'all watching, yo, I need to step your shit up, yo. There's no reason why I can't. I should be able to go live on Rumble right now too. I shouldn't need to be at my computer to go live on Rumble. I need to step this thing up. Anyway, but yeah, all of those media pundits, they need to thank DonnyT for now. They got a job for another at least 2 years. They got content for at least 2 years, right? They got content for at least 2 years. And if you get elected, you know, at least what, for at least another 6. But I think that DonnyT is going to have to start using Twitter if he's really being serious about running for president of the United States again, right? Now, my question is, right, now that DonnyT is reinstated on Twitter, will this start the meme wars back up? Because come on, 2016, 2016 was one on memes. Let's be honest. 2016 was one off of memes. Will it start the new meme war up? Is Keck going to make a return? You know what I mean? It's going to be interesting to see, right? But you know, the left have already started their war against DonnyT. You had Pelosi coming out blaming what happened in Colorado on quote unquote MAGA Republicans. She MAGA for it. Don't even know what the motive is behind this shit, right? Don't even know. I'm sure they making up their own narrative. But she was blaming MAGA Republicans. That's what she kept saying, right? She need to go sit down. She need to worry about whether her husband gonna go to jail for perjury or whatever the fuck it is. She need to worry about them finding out that she tried to alter whatever the fuck happened with her husband and that guy. Now that we know what the deal is, that's why her ass ain't running. I guarantee it. That's why her ass ain't running for her position again. That shit is a fucking blemish right now for her. That shit is a blemish for her right now. Holy shit. But you'll see more and more of this happening. Yeah, racist text from maggots. Get out of here. Like, this is that bullshit, right? The funny part is nobody are taking the task on it. Nobody's gonna like, all right, we need you to play. I need a sworn statement of this. And then when they find it not to be true, they actually get in some kind of trouble for that bullshit. That's not gonna happen. Which is ridiculous to me. It's fucking ridiculous to me. So you hear all these stories about how she was texting herself. And probably a lot of them do, right? How many stories we heard of these quote unquote, you know, hate attacks, I guess you would call it. Come to find out the shit was false, so the person did it themselves. We'll see that shit more on the rise again. But my question is how far is the Democrats willing to take it, right? How far are they willing to take things to ensure that DonnyT not elected? To ensure that DonnyT not even a GOP candidate. Because that's what they want to do. That's the whole reason for that committee. They want to get it so that he can't run for president, but they can't even do that. All they can do is make him unsavory to the GOP and hope that they say, "Nah, we good. We're gonna pass on you." But he got too much political capital. They can't. They gotta take him serious. He got too much political capital, right? Now I'm probably part of the minority who say that I don't think DonnyT should run. I think he should be the kingmaker. You know, now not saying that if he becomes the GOP candidate, I wouldn't vote for him. You know, considering what my other options are, I'm 100% voting for DonnyT. There's some black girls touching each other, racist. I guarantee it is. They made some Google Voice account or some shit like that and made it seem like it was something. No, they can't. No, they can't. And that's probably why they asses was about to get laid off. He like, this fucking YouTuber, this fucking YouTuber just pulled in 300K on election night, and we had half that. That should make me laugh. That shit is hilarious to me. But this shit gonna get out of hand. I think. I mean, we're gonna start to see more TreadStone events. We're gonna start to see more hate crimes, for lack of a better term. We're gonna start to see more attacks on DonnyT and quote unquote MAGA Republicans, right? This is gonna be a shit show for the next 2 years. There's gonna be a shit show for the next 2 years. Watch. Mark my words. Anyway, how many of y'all out there watch this TV show called? It's on Netflix called Inside Job. How many of y'all watch it or y'all heard of it? It's like a cartoon called Inside Job. So, for those of you who haven't heard about it, it's a show that's kind of making fun of conspiracy theories or conspiracy theorists. Like, they make episodes based on some theories out there, like the reptilians and shit like that, right? So, they got a new season, right? New episodes is out. The very first fucking episode, guess who they guess who they trying to discredit in the very first episode? Spoiler alert, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Alex Jones, goddamn it, Steph. There you go, Steph. Motherfucking Alex Jones. They try to discredit Alex Jones. The very first episode, they go to Bohemian Grove for like some kind of like fucking competition or some shit like that. And the two characters in the show get arrested and put in like Bohemian Grove jail. And guess who in the goddamn guess who in the jail cell next to him? Alex Jones. Alex Jones. So while he in there, he yelling, "We got to get out of here. But I need to sell my supplements first, and all of a sudden I need to sell 1,000 supplements in order for us to something." And then the girl makes us like a jab, like here we are in Bohemian Grove jail with the quote unquote school shooter denier, and looked like I forgot what she said. It was a fucking funny bar, but I'm just like, look at this shit. Here we go now. And the whole season is just basically them, shitting on conspiracy theorists and conspiracies and shit like that. At the same time, making jabs at like people in real time, in real life, right? Predictive programming at its finest. It's a funny cartoon though. I ain't gonna lie, it's a funny fucking cartoon. But you can see the agenda in the cartoon. You definitely can see the agenda in the cartoon, right? Which the reason I brought up was this, right? Watch what your kids are watching. Watch what your kids are watching, right? Because this cartoon is like, it's an adult cartoon, but I'm sure like teenagers and preteens are watching this shit. Just keep an eye on what your kids are watching, just to see what's in it that they're trying to push on them, right? What are they trying to push on our children? What are they trying to make our children believe? You know what I mean? We already know that they got the drag story hours and shit like that. You got Alex Stein down there in fucking Denton, Texas, poking poking the proverbial bear that was for what was it? Like an Antifa, it was a protest with Antifa there or some shit. I don't know. It was a protest for like this drag story hour people. I guess they was in there read books to kids, and Antifa was standing guard with what may or may not have been real AR-15s and weapons. And Alex Stein is just there fucking trolling, which was fucking amazing and fucking hilarious at the same time. They already know that they can't get us. We're too old, right? We're too old. We've already got our minds made up, right? Go search what? Go search Balenciaga bondage teddy bear. The fuck? I'm scared to look at that. Stuff said Netflix is banned in his house. I hear that shit. Yeah, they definitely was, yo. Definitely informants. Just like we just found out, we already knew it. The Proud Boys had all these informants in it, right? We already knew that shit, especially when, Ted Cruz ask the lady from the FBI like how many your agents was a part of that day. I'm not at liberty to discuss that. She just kept saying that shit. I'm not at liberty to discuss that. So we already know that shit was that. Now all of a sudden they want to come out and say it. Come on. Anyway, like I said, what you say? Cannon in the Raider Nation outfit. Stein on the street is giving stiff arms to Antifa. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. I don't know how he had all that fucking restraint. I'd have knocked that nigga to the ground. Anyway. No, it's Ravens Nation over here, baby. Ravens Nation over here. I just so happened to just picked up this flannel because it was 19 degrees this morning. 19, I'm layered the fuck up. It was 19 degrees this morning. I had to make sure I was warm out this bitch. I got on sweatpants under my pants. I ain't fucking around. It's too goddamn cold. It's 46 degrees now, but this morning it was fucking freezing. So, but like I said, watch what your kids are watching, guys. Just, my daughter, she'll come and ask me questions. You know what I mean? She'll come and ask me questions about stuff that she see on TV. Hey, Dad, did you see this? My son, I gotta watch a little more because my son's on the spectrum. Very smart kid, but he just he don't know what's what essentially when it comes to that type of stuff. So you gotta be real careful with your kids watching. Anyway, we got Thanksgiving coming up. I'm just looking forward to the day off. I could care less about Thanksgiving, right? I can give a shit less about Thanksgiving. But with that being said, when you do go to your family members' houses, right, where your significant other or whatever drags you out the fucking house, and you gotta go with family and shit like that, what you like to eat? What's your favorite uh, dish, I should say, for Thanksgiving? So for me, right, I'm not a big turkey person. Not big on turkey, right? Because it also depends on who's cooking the turkey. The shit is like some people turkey be dry as a bitch, right? Fried turkey be good, smoked turkey be alright, but a lot of people turkey be dry, bro, fucking dry, right? So, but like I said, what's your favorite dish on Thanksgiving, right? So me, I'm a ham person. I love ham, right? Mac and cheese, and I love a good thing of collard greens. You give me some good greens, ham, mac and cheese. That's my plate. That's my plate right there. I don't need nothing else on that plate. All right. Now, like candy yams and sweet potatoes, shit like that, it's hit or miss for me. Candy yams, sweet potatoes, shit like that is hit or miss for me, depending on who's making it. Right. Potato salad, it depends on who's making it. Right. But I'm ham, greens, mac and cheese. I'm straight. Now for dessert, like me a good sweet potato pie. Now you can add pumpkin pie to that list because pumpkin pie tastes just as good as sweet potato pie. If you don't like it, y'all can go fuck yourselves. Shit. Sweet potato pie is just as good as pumpkin pie, god damn it. Turkey and prime rib, that shit sounds delicious. I hear you, mac and cheese, green bean salad. Okay, okay. I see you. Yeah, sweet potato pie, mac and cheese, green beans. I hear that. I don't like to get overstuffed on like unless I'm home, right? This year I won't be home. If I'm home, I'll pig out and then I'll go sit in the basement, turn TV on, and like fucking go into a food coma. You know what I mean? But when I'm out, like this year, I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be over in-laws' house, right? I don't eat a whole lot because I don't want to have that stuff feeling. And I'm at somebody else's house, and you can't get as comfortable as you want to because you at somebody else's house. You know what I mean? So like, I eat light. You know what I mean? But other than that, like, I just look forward to the day off, right? And then usually we get Friday off for Black Friday. Uh, Black Friday deals is not what they used to be. You know what I mean? Y'all can fight me on that, but Black Friday deals is not what they used to be. Right before, yo, on Black Friday, you get some serious fucking deals going on, right? Now the shit just like basically just taking the taxes off or whatever it is, and that's it. Cyber Monday better than fucking Black Friday. You know what I mean? And not to mention, every time I go into a store now, it seems like I'm like, damn, did I miss Thanksgiving? All this Christmas shit is out. Christmas shit been out since the beginning of fucking November. Like Halloween ended and then Christmas started. That's how I feel. I went to Home Depot the other day. They got fucking dancing Santa Clauses and shit, fucking Christmas trees and lights. I'm like, damn, we ain't even had fucking Thanksgiving dinner yet. Christmas is up. Man, Christmas is, man, listen, shit is crazy. You know, I told my daughter, like, I don't know if we doing gifts. Like, I get, not saying we not doing gifts, but I'm like, do you want me to buy your shit? Do you want me to find you shit? And she's 14 now. So I'm like, do you want me to go out and try to find you some shit that may or may not be some shit that you want? Or would you rather me give you the money and you go do your own fucking Christmas shopping for yourself? You know what I mean? And of course she was like, she'd rather have the money. And then she was like, well, what if I give you a list or what? I said, I'm not the one to go. I'm not sitting in no line for nothing. If there's a line, if there's a line for some shit, I'm not gonna be in it. Like if there's some shit like, bruh, they could be giving away PlayStation 5s for free. If there's a fucking line for that shit, my ass ain't getting in it. It just ain't happening, Alvin. I can't do it. My son, he's 8, still believes in Santa Claus. I kind of want to crush that dream, but he 8. I'm gonna let him live for like another year. But I gotta go. He's easy to go buy for. Right? He just want video games and a PlayStation 5. That's all he wants. Or Xbox. I'm not an Xbox. I'm not getting no fucking Xbox. I thought about it, but I'm like, no, I'd rather just get the PlayStation 5 because that's what I'm used to. You know what I mean? Xboxes are readily available, which should tell you something. How Xbox is readily available and fucking PlayStations are like, you gotta fucking do a raffle for a fucking PlayStation. You gotta fucking refresh your browser every day just to fucking catch one, which is crazy. And I ain't paying no $1,000. The motherfuckers out here paying aftermarket price of like $1,000 for a goddamn PlayStation. I'm not doing that shit. You kiss my ass on that one, straight up. Christmas is another holiday I don't really care about. Christmas is another holiday that I could care less about. First off, Jesus was born in the spring, so I don't even know why we celebrate that shit in December. Guess it's that pagan shit, right? Don't fuck up and get your fucking spouse the wrong gift. You're gonna be in a doghouse until the fucking New Year. That should be another scam too, ladies. Y'all be fucking lying. We not doing gifts this year. We not getting each other nothing this year. Look, we not gonna do that this year. We're not gonna exchange gifts this year, right? We're not gonna exchange gifts this year. And then next thing you know, I don't get you nothing. You done got me something. I'm like, what the fuck happened to not exchanging gifts? And now you mad at me. You mad at me and shit for not for not exchanging gifts. What up, reaction? Y'all do that shit all the time, ladies. Y'all do that shit all the fucking time. I learned my lesson after the first time. What'd you say? Who's this? Viviana says, me and my husband never exchange gifts. Well, Viviana, you're the exception and not the rule, goddammit. I learned my fucking lesson. I learned my lesson. I believe my wife the first time around, and then oh, this is funny. I'm on a street called Democracy Boulevard. I believe my wife the first time around, right? And I ain't getting nothing. I got her like some stocking stuff, but nothing like substantial. And then she went and got me some shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And then she tried to make it seem like, oh, this, hold on real quick, y'all. Let me see this. Why the fuck is this not working? There we go. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. One in the chat if y'all can still hear me. All right, cool. So now what I do, right? I go get her something real nice and I leave a motherfucking receipt in that bitch. And you know what always happened? You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to get me this. I'm like, all right, well, the receipt's in there if you want to go ahead and refund it and give my money back. And guess what never happens? I never get no refund, God damn it. That's how, and I'm like, see, I know it. I know it. And then here she come. Here she come with some gift for me that I'm like, good thing I did get her something because this shit is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So, like this year, she talking about going somewhere for Christmas. Like, let's take the kids to I don't fucking know someplace for Thanksgiving. I mean for Christmas. And I'm like, no, because they want gifts and shit. And well, we just gonna go someplace instead of getting gifts. I'm like, that shit ain't gonna fly with these kids, right? I'm like, that shit ain't gonna fly with these kids. So I gave my hypothetical. I said, hey guys, what would y'all rather do? Y'all rather go somewhere for like a destination for Christmas, like nowhere out of the country, and like maybe like Virginia somewhere, like I don't know, Great Wolf Lodge or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, would y'all rather go somewhere for Christmas, or do y'all want presents? Oh no, we want the presents. Like I looked at it like I told you, dumbass. Like you about to fuck their whole Christmas up because you want to go somewhere and try to save this, take the kids. You about to piss these kids all the way the fuck off. I'm telling you. Yeah, yo, they want the toys, Natasha. Jay said he's big on gift giving. Like, yeah, I don't mind it, Jay. I don't mind it, yo. But like, is this hot? No, like I don't mind it. I don't mind giving gifts, yo, but like when you obligated for that shit, I'm like, come on, yo, that shit too much, right? Then my son talking about, oh, we getting an elf on the shelf. I swear, I want to crush that. I want to crush that shit so hard, bro. I want to, I want to crush his little dream so hard. Tell him like, ain't nobody. I'm the one to get all these goddamn gifts. Goddamn it, I'm the one to get all these gifts, right? I'm using my daughter comb. She done left in the truck and shit. I'm like, Santa, that he ain't real. I'd be wanting to kill him, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let him live for one more year. But when he turned 9, that dream died. He gonna know who Santa really is. I remember when my daughter found out, right? When my daughter found out, because my wife, she's a bargain shopper. We'll say it like that. So a couple of the kids' gifts came from Marshalls. So one of the gifts, she forgot to take the goddamn Marshalls tag off of it. And my daughter opening up the gifts and shit, and she all happy and smiling. And I'm taking pictures, and she in her little Power Wheel. I done bought her. She got a fucking Toyota fucking Tundra Power Wheel, because that's the type of dad I am. Like you ain't getting no little fucking Barbie Jeep. You getting some shit that you can put some leaves in the back of this bitch. Get this Toyota Tundra. She like it. She in her little Toyota Tundra taking pictures. Then she opened some more gifts, and she looked like Marshalls. Santa Claus, Santa Claus shop at Marshalls. I fell out, bro. I fell out. I was laughing so hard, and then she was putting two to two. I taught my daughter smart, and then she started putting two and two together in her head. She had to been like 5, putting two and two together in her head, and she was like, "Is Santa Claus real, or did you buy this?" Oh my God! It's time to come clean with this one. And I'm like, "Are you mad?" No, I got what I wanted anyway. It's like, my girl, my girl. Oh shit, my son. I don't know if that shit gonna go that way. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I might have to buy him something big and be like, yeah, Santa Claus ain't real, son. Daddy got this. I'm Santa Claus, goddamn it, for this house. Old Saint nigga. Oh man, I tell you, I just look forward to the days off for the holidays. To be honest with you guys, I just look forward to the days off on the holidays. Straight up, to be completely honest with you. I it 40 for what? That's why sometimes I don't know. Like I don't know where I'm going right now, so I gotta rely on my GPS. But sometimes this GPS be taking me to fucking scenic routes, and I'm like, for what? Like I gotta go to Temple Hills, Maryland. I know Temple Hills, Maryland is like all the way down fucking 495 south, but my GPS want me to go another way, and this shit don't make no motherfucking sense. It don't make no sense at all. So I got like 40 miles. No, I got 25 miles to go, but I got 40 minutes to get there. Shit is crazy. I tell you. Anyway, I'm gonna stop wasting y'all time. I appreciate you guys rolling with me. Like I said earlier, in the other stream, I was like, you know what? Let me stream. Let me get on. Let me get on the work grift. I kind of got a little discouraged. Not discouraged, but I was tired of YouTube doing stupid shit like cutting the audio or some shit not working. They don't send out my notifications. I'm pretty sure some of y'all in here got the notification like 10 minutes ago or some shit. Um, it's just annoying, right? I gotta parse my words so I don't get got. Like, it's just annoying, right? Rumble's so much easier. I can just talk whatever the fuck I want to talk on Rumble. That's why y'all see, like when I go live on YouTube, I stay live on YouTube for about 30 minutes and then we jump that shit straight over to Rumble to continue the conversation because it's just easier that way. But I'm gonna start making more content. You're gonna start to see more one-off videos come from me as well, more hot takes, more pre-recorded videos like I used to do when I first started. You know, you'll start to see more of those videos jumping. Um, I got some new equipment for my YouTube studio. I got a new monitor, a new desk. Um, I'm about to change up my background in the next couple of months. Uh, all because of you guys. You guys help me out big time all the time, man. Like my man right now, where is it at? How'd I miss that? How'd I miss that? Can I click on it? Can I just do that? Can I do that? Where's that? Jimmy Doss, like my man Jimmy Doss is with the 1999 super chat says salute Hotep and Bill and just walks out. That's what I'm talking about right there. But it's all because of you guys supporting me and my channel. You know what I mean? So if you want to support the channel, super chats are always best. You also become a member of the channel, become an A1 member, right? Or you can do direct donation. Direct donation through Cash App. There's $Cannon Hotep. There's $Cannon Hotep, all one word. Direct donations are the best way to support the channel because I ain't got to give 60% to YouTube. I think it's 60% they take from us, but I ain't got to give 60% to YouTube. Like I said, you can leave a direct tip through Cash App. Cannon Hotep. And I really do appreciate it, guys. You guys are awesome. The best audience in the world. I appreciate you guys. You guys are family. But anyway, I'm gonna pay attention to where the fuck I'm at because this shit got me going through some fucking hills have eyes type shit right now. So uh hopefully you don't see me in the news. Anyway, it's Cannon Hotep saying stay safe, stay well, stay strapped. Hotep and Bill.